You've been diagnosed with unexplained infertility. Now what? On one hand, it's wonderful. There's nothing wrong. And then on the other hand, it's like, now what do I do? There's nothing wrong and I'm still not getting pregnant. Do you know that 25% of the infertility diagnoses go unexplained? But I believe that there is definitely something going on, and we are going to talk about 3 things that you want to look at if you've been diagnosed with unexplained infertility. So come on, let's go. And welcome to the Fertility Godmother Show. Hi, I'm Denise Noyer-Rez. I'm your host and I'm your fertility godmother. And we're going to talk about 3 things you want to take a look at in your body that may be causing a delay in your fertility. And the first thing is, let's take a look at the length of your menstrual cycle. Ideally, your menstrual cycle should be between 26 and 32 days. And you want it to be consistent most of the time. So it could be within a day or 2, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a 28-day cycle as long as it's between 26 and 32 days ideally. So that's something that you want to take a look at, is the consistency. The second thing is, take a basal body temperature chart so you can start to look at the pattern of your menstrual cycle. If you need a chart, you can click the link below and you can get a free chart, or you can use an app and pay attention to it. But the idea is to look at the pattern, especially post-ovulation, because you can see, is your ovulation spiking up like it's supposed to, or is it kind of slowly peaking up even though you've already ovulated? Maybe it goes up, but then it starts to fall quickly and your period comes before the normal length, or maybe even start spotting a couple days before. So there's definitely something that your body is telling you if you're finding that your menstrual cycle is not a typical menstrual cycle. If you have spotting, if you have pain, if you have inconsistent patterns, those are some things right there that you can take a look at so we know where to make some adjustments with. Another thing is, take a look at the color of your blood. Is it dark? Is it sticky? Do you have clots? Maybe it's kind of a pinky. Take a look at the color of it and the length of it. How much blood do you have? Because that's a sign of, are you getting good circulation? Is your body regenerating fresh uterine lining and shedding the old really nicely so that it's creating another chance, a fresh start the next month? So those are 2 things that are going to be really important to look at. And the third thing is kind of an interesting twist. In Chinese medicine, we call it a cold uterus. So a cold uterus, what does that mean? It means that cold has invaded the uterus. Okay, let me tell you a little bit more about that. It is like if you have cold hands and feet, or if you tend to be cold, or if you have pain, or you get cramps during your menstrual cycle, or if you touch your lower abdomen and you feel it cold, maybe you have some cold buttocks. If you have a lot of these cold signs, there's a possibility that the cold invaded the uterus. And what that means is, when you have cold, you have constriction, right? You're not getting blood flow. So in order to create a nice environment, we want to make sure to warm the uterus, warm the body. Not too hot and not too cold, but a nice, cozy environment. So those are 3 things that we like to look at when you come in with unexplained infertility. So if you want more support and help with this, go ahead and click the link and let's sign up and have a talk about it. And in the meantime, download that BBT chart and start looking at your patterns. I hope you found this episode helpful. Be sure to share it if you know somebody that has had a diagnosis of unexplained infertility. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Denise Noyer-Rez, wishing you a healthy, happy pregnancy.